Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. So North Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will get the football first. There's Telly Johnson Jr. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take.
One thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football, there are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The run inside. It's Johnson. Here's a little room there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Huskies have this offense rolling.
Black 14, black 14.
The inside handoff.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. The Huskies with Mir. From the red zone, it's Johnson. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running inside, it's Johnson. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything.
Coaches, they said we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Huskies!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Taylor. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Johnson.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Taylor. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Try to barge their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And now it'll be the Bison offense with his first possession of the game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
That's reeled in. It's Scott. Got maybe a yard. 3rd down and 9 coming. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a chip. Could be an alley. No, he got loose. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The running back has it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Pulls it in, it's Fowler. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them. Step, let's mark it at the 13. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Every drive is obviously important.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding some room. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Offense getting set for 1st down. This time he wants to throw. He's got his man. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Release to the back. Makes the catch. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Oregon taking on the Michigan State Spartans.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the North Dakota State head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the run. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Fights off a defender. At the 45 on his way. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Off play action on first down. Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it. And he doesn't do it there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. They'll run play action. Throwing right. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking for a crease. It's Scott. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Rides to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they... them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on fourth down, the offense has a 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Looking to buy time. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He splits the uprights.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're